Why did you even click on this fucking video, bro? You could just stay a mindless addict, right? You're like a mindless puppet. Ooh, next video, next video. Oh, this video has a nice thumbnail and a nice title. Click, dopamine. I need something nice. I need a reward. I haven't been happy in so long. My life is over. I'm skinny. I'm fat. Yo, nah. Because there is such an easy way, all right, to change ourselves from these problems, okay, that we're going through when it comes to our body, all right? And I have my credentials when it comes to this, all right? I'm pretty fit. But you have to know how I did it, because I did not do it the conventional way that everybody's telling you. Track your calories, be consistent. No, because I know that after years and years and years of just scrolling and instant dopamine and instant gratification, and you don't have control, all right? You're not disciplined, and you don't need to be disciplined. If you're a fucking addict and you have this addictive ass personality, bro, just get addicted to the things that you need to get done. I know it sounds just impossible, right? It's like, what am I gonna do? Start taking nicotine before hitting the gym? Go ahead, right? But there's another way. There's a way to get addicted to your progress that's so simple that all of these companies are using to keep us addicted to our phones and to the drugs and to everything else. All right? Dopamine is the key. And this isn't buzzword, oh, dopamine. Nah, bro. What you have to realize is that dopamine is not your hormone of happiness. Many of you know this now, okay? You have, I'm gonna call out some buzzword, right? Like you got the serotonin and you've got the, okay. Dopamine is your motivation for your drive. Sorry, it is your dopamine of motivation and drive and doing something, right? Keep going forward to get what you want. If you're out of dopamine, you're just gonna just starve to death. That's what happens when you take dopamine out of an animal. They will just starve to death because they don't have any drive, anything to get them to go and get food, which is what you need to stay alive. But we have food and we have everything that we would ever want in abundance. So what we need to do is transfer this dopamine from being this bullshit instant gratification that's not going to get us anywhere to instead delayed gratification somehow. All right, we're gonna get there. When you scroll on your phone, all right, and I'm gonna bring this up one last time. When you're scrolling, you see good video, bad video, good video, bad video. In the best scenario, most likely what you're good doing, right, what's going on with you is you're scrolling for 10, 12, God forbid, 20 videos before you see something nice that you really just want to stick around there for. You give it a like, you leave a comment, you follow, and then you scroll. 1, 2. And by then, you don't even remember what you just saw. You're just looking for the next hit. You're doing something that's going to bring you happiness eventually, right? Video by video, it's going to bring you a little boost. It's like, whoa, he got something entertaining. Bam, he got something entertaining. And this isn't really going to happen that many times. And that's what keeps you addicted and going back, is hoping that eventually there's going to be something that gives you a little bit of entertainment. All right, we're done with the phones. I won't bring it up again. I know it's fucking annoying to hear. When it comes to gambling, it's the exact same thing. There's a reason why slot machines are so popular, because without any skill, without any possible thinking, drunk as hell, you put in a few dollars and you spin the wheel and you wait. And sometimes you're going to get something good, and sometimes you're going to get something bad. And you're going to get bad more than you are good, and that's what's going to keep you coming back. Okay? This is how it works. And this is not just on humans. This isn't because we're somehow a little bit more evolved than rats. We know how many experiments are done on rats, and for everything that there is, there's an experiment done on a rat. And there is for this as well, okay? I don't know the name, but this is what happens. There's a rat that's taken and put in a fucking cage. And they're given a feeding tube that's going to spit out pellets every single time, all right, that they're going to get food from their tube when they try. And so they do this, and they see that for every rat ever, what happens is the rat eats until it's full, and then it stops eating, and it comes back and it eats again until it's full. They said, let's change this up, and let's do the same method that these companies do to keep us addicted to everything. They made sure that now every time that the rat went and got some food from their little bottle, from their tube, they wouldn't always get the food. Sometimes they would get 3 units of food. Sometimes they would get 2, sometimes 1, and sometimes none. And when you bring up how many times they get no food, what happens is the rats become addicted. Instead of eating, stopping, doing their exercise, right? Mating, doing everything, the rats stopped mating. They stopped exercising, they stopped doing anything, and they would spend their entire days picking at that tube, hoping that they're gonna get 2 units of food instead of getting 0 or instead of getting none. Even though every single day the rats ended up with the amount of food that they needed, because they didn't have to try that many times to get some, they got absolutely addicted to the dopamine hits that they would get when they would get a decent amount of food. And this is what happens with us. Now, the rats ended up overeating. Many of them overate so much that their stomachs exploded and they fucking died. Why? Because they couldn't handle, right, having that delayed gratification when now they can get it instantly, because every single time it's completely random whether they're going to get food or not. For us, we can replicate this. And I know it looks scary. It's like, damn, bro, no way that you want us to replicate this in our own lives. But you can. And you're doing it every single day, all right? On your phones, gambling, okay? Going up to the next girl, even. You know how much I preach, bro, get out of your fear and go up to the next girl? It is still a crazy amount of dopamine knowing whether that girl is going to say yes to you or not. And it gets better. The more times that she says yes, of course, you're going to be happier. But the more times that she says no, the more that it's going to be on your mind. That all I have to do is just go out and talk to more girls and more volume. And they keep saying no and just more volume. Bro, we're becoming insane. Okay? And this is what you're going to need from now on. Do you see this scale? If there's any ladies watching this, you guys might think, bro, you're teaching men how to have fucking eating disorders. Like, low-key, right? I'm going to step on the scale. It takes a couple seconds. You can look at my bicep in the fucking meantime. And it's giving me like about 165. Okay. I'm absolutely addicted to this number. Every day, I'm trying to bulk. I'm trying to bulk on a pretty healthy diet, right? But every day, I'll come back and I'll hop on the scale. And whatever number that it gives me, I'm like, oh yeah, I want that number to be up, up, up. I get a high number, I'm happy. I get a low number, it stays on my mind that I need to improve, that I need to hit the gym harder, that I need to eat more until the next time I come back and I get a high number. And I'll hop on the scale after I eat my meals, okay? Not because I want the most accurate number, but I want the most addictive number. I want the number that's going to be the most high up after I eat my meals. I'm going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds heavier after a day of eating. And that's what I want to see. And I'll see this number and grab my phone and I'll write it down. Oh, 165.9, 166.2, ooh, right? And then one day I'll be like, oh, 145, 164.5. Oh my God, no, that's so low. The next day, I'm eating, okay? If you're fat as hell, it's going to be the opposite for you. I started out super fucking skinny. But if you're fat, it'll start off the opposite. When you see a high number, oh my God, no, I gotta hop on a clean diet, right? You gotta still think. You can't just be starving yourself to death. You gotta still eat clean. I'm not promoting, right, dirty eating and, right, actual disorders, but you gotta eat clean. And when you see a low number, you need to be happy. You need to write that shit down. Like, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. I gotta keep doing what I'm doing. And you see a high number, oh my God, no. I gotta eat clean. I gotta do more cardio. I gotta hit the gym to get that number lower. It's very simple, okay? It's a very simple hack. It shouldn't take, like, a fucking rat could do it, okay? Literally, like, that's what was going on with them. I'm sure you could do it too. So just go hop on a scale, all right? Become a little dysmorphic if you have to. Don't get a disorder. And just start tracking your weight, putting in your notes app, and turn this addiction into a lifelong mission of taking care of your body, of improvement, all right? Dedication, discipline, everything. This is what it's going to turn out. All you have to do is just get a little addicted, and it'll take the hard process and the motivation out of everything. Because in the end, addiction is just an insane amount of motivation to do something, more motivation to do that thing than anything else. So hijack your brain, hijack your body, get to where you want to be. If you want more advice like this, right, let me know. There's going to be more, of course, always. I'll keep you guys updated. Peace.